Hey, so amazing. You see how they playing? Live wire, it's all about sports and entertainment. You don't wanna miss it, so official like you never seen. Keep it going till the whistle blowing from the referee. Everything from highlights and stats, you know that we gotta run it back. Whether on the field or the court, you know that this is where it's at. Subscribe, no delaying. This is Live Wire, sports and entertainment. Let's go.
All right, guys, what's good? Welcome to another edition of Live Wire Sports Media. This is your Wednesday midday magic. So I did a video with Stephanie White because today is the Indiana Fever Media Day. So therefore, I had three, excuse me, I had three footage of Aliyah, Dewana, Kelsey, and Caitlin. So I know there will be more footage. So tomorrow I'll probably bring you a little bit more. Um, of that, probably put it all together to do another series of it because I wanted to capture some of the other players as well, but I want to get these main ones out the way. So I'm not going to even waste your time. I'm gonna jump right into it.
Caitlin Clark. Things are getting started right now, so let's get out and take a listen.
A lot of expectations for you guys this year. What do you think will be key in managing that for the first time of your career?
I think it's going to be keeping the main thing the main thing. For us, it's about winning, making sure that we continue to protect our locker room and don't let outside noise get in. And I think last year was a great start to that, and to be able to do it this year, I feel like we already know what's to come.
You didn't like the start of the season last year. What steps did you take this offseason to get off to a stronger start this year?
I feel like one of the biggest things in that area was just getting to know and getting to play with Caitlin. I think Caitlin plays such a fast-paced game, and for me, I feel like the year before that, it wasn't as fast, and then coming in kind of having that same expectation of the way that we played the year before, and then coming in and Caitlin loves to play really fast, so I think that was definitely the adjustment. But I mean, I think knowing that and having that mindset just helped in the offseason because I know exactly where I need to be.
Aliyah, do you remember, Dewan had mentioned earlier that before she made her decision that she talked with you about, what to kind of expect in Indiana and your relationship with the community. So what do you guys remember this conversation being?
Yeah, super excited to talk to DB, especially that first time, just talking about Indiana, and I just told her what a great number one fan base we have here, but also just the people and the players that we have here that make this so special. I talked about exactly how we play and how far we made it, and now especially thinking about the addition of having her would just take it to another level, especially just because she's so experienced at winning. And I feel like that's exactly what we need, especially in this league.
Was there a way that she also poured into you in those conversations?
She did. She told me that my play is going to be super important for us and our success. And so for me, I think being able to learn from her, but also have a vet that'll push me to the level that she knows I can get to is really special for me.
Is there anything different about how you approach relationship building from your time at South Carolina or last year to this year? And if not, just can you explain your approach to how you approach?
Yeah, I feel like it's always been the same. For me, it's about being who I am, not changing who I am. And I think people are able to just, I attract just that great energy, I think, and not bragging on myself, but I feel like just because the way that I approach everyone, I always want to make sure everyone's smiling. And I feel like when that's your approach, make sure that everyone's good. It's so easy to build that relationship because you just get comfortable with each other really quickly.
Do you think that back the way you guys were selling out every single game last year, it was a surprise to you at first, but it became the normal thing? It was a good selling point for the free agents to come in?
I think so. I mean, who doesn't want to play sold out crowds at home? And when you're away, you have just a bunch of people that are wearing Fever jerseys. I think that's so important because you know that you always have a family and coming from the fans because they're always going to cheer you on.
And that's Aliyah Boston. So I want to take a second to dive into that real quick. We all have been saying this about Aliyah Boston, and I have said it time and time again. Aliyah Boston is her play is very critical for what the Indiana Fever want to do this year. Bar none, her play is very critical. And now that she sees how Caitlin played last year and how she wants to play this year, she has no choice but to get in there. And Stephanie is going to be asking a lot from her, and she understands that. So her mindset coming into this season, is going to be very crucial. And I think she's going to be able to play a style of game that she didn't play in college and she didn't play under Chrissy size. Because with the style of offense that they're going to be playing in Indiana, you got to be more fluid. You got to be more agile. You got to be more mobile and be able to run up and be able to run up and down the floor. You can't just be in the paint, pounding, pounding, pounding the paint. It's not going to work. That style of offense is long gone. So everybody that's on that team plays that run style fast. So it's only fitting for her. And just to see Damaris Dantas come back slimmer and ready to play, that should be all the motivation for Leah Boston. So now the next clip is about DeWanna Bonner, and she talked about the excitement that she enjoyed with the Indiana Fever, coming in and embracing it. Take a look.
Hello. Hi. Yes, that's coming. How's everybody? There's a lot of people. Hi. Hi, guys. Hi.
I guess to that point, how does this kind of compare to what you are used to?
Oh man, yeah, totally different atmosphere. The support here has been just phenomenal. I really can't go anywhere. I've been here like a week and a half, and everywhere I go, it's just like we're excited for the season. You know, thank you for being here. So it's been really, really refreshing, and
You get
I'm just
that on
happy
the
to be here.
streets?
I'm sorry.
You get that on the streets?
Yeah, everywhere I go, it's just can't even go to the grocery store without someone saying how excited they are. So it's just been really refreshing and exciting to be here.
By that being said, how much that excites you for the upcoming season, knowing that you got a fan base here that loves basketball, loves this team?
Yeah, I don't know if I even like really realized yet because I haven't like played in front of it. So I'm excited to get a little bit of a taste on Saturday, but I can only imagine how the first game is going to be. You know, playing here as an opponent, it's hard to play here. They get loud, they get crazy. Last year in Connecticut, we just kept saying, we know we can't take this thing back to Indiana. We got to finish it at home because it was going to be insane. So I'm excited to be a part of it and them cheering for me for once instead of against me.
Where was the most random place you've been stopped?
I don't really get out too much. I haven't yet, but you can literally be just walking down the street, you know, anywhere, and it's just. I was in Kroger the other day, just picking up some fruit, and they're like, "Oh man, you know, like super excited for the season." Just been really refreshing to be here, and seeing how the welcome has been. You know, you never know how it's gonna go when you come into a new team, a new organization, but this has been phenomenal since I've been here.
That happened to you a lot when you were at stops or in college at all, people recognize you out in public?
Not as much as here. That's for sure. The eyes are on you here. The lights are bright, but I think we got the Fever organization do a good job of taking care of me, and since I've been here, me and my family and my teammates has been great. Aaliyah, Caitlin, and Kelsey has been great, kind of showing everybody the ropes because they did play in this atmosphere last year. So just having someone who's done it, it's been pretty helpful.
What has been the balance been like? How much you guys want to run offensively, but also realizing, hey, we got to reset and assert ourselves defensively and make that a priority?
Oh, we know we have to do that. I said we were last year in defense 11, I think Steph said. So that's kind of been our emphasis. That's what we started practice with is defense, and we kind of just keep it there. So everybody's been putting an effort towards it. You know, you can't win without playing defense. Yeah, we have all the firepower on offense, but I think it's been a focal point, and yeah, we're serious about it.
DB, when you think back to free agency, I know you mentioned you talked.
All right, so there was the one about it. She was talking about how went to Indiana, everybody accepted her. She don't get out much, but when she do get out, people recognize her. And I'm gonna say this: the Wanda you have not seen anything yet, because yeah, you was a rival last year, and fans supposed to feel a certain way towards you because you're a rival. But once you inside that building as a part of the team, the Fever fans, the Fever franchise, the ownership, everybody, they're gonna show you much love and appreciation. And they being out in the community, whether you be on this team this year, next year, or whatever, they not gonna forget what you have brought to the city. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. People sit here and run with the narrative. One person, I'm not gonna call their name on X. I had to pretty much, you know, talk to them about it. They sit there and went off on the Bonner saying, "Oh, don't be fooled by the Fever fans. As soon as you do something to Caitlyn, they're gonna turn their back on you." And that's not the case. When you was playing against her, there was a whole different vibe. But people still show love to you because you was a competitor. You didn't really went out and did anything malicious towards Caitlin Clark. So But anyway, it's great to see that she's feeling love, and she's trust me, Dewana, you have not seen nothing yet. Once the season starts, you think that you think what you're seeing now. Wait till you go to these games, game in and game out. So with that, the next one is Cece Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin, the inaugural Beaver season was 25 years ago. Do you know who the original number 22 was?
What?
Do you know in that season, can you guess how many points a game she averaged?
Putting me on the spot. I should have studied up.
Yeah, me guys.
Should probably pass the ball well, but 8.
7.2. Well done.
I didn't want to like lowball her. I've been disrespectful.
Caitlin, you ever get to that 10-point lead in that season?
I did not, unfortunately. Too bad. Yeah. This year, I will go after this season. I promise you. Get you a review.
Caleb, what's the excitement level going into the game in Carver this weekend?
I'm really excited. It should be fun. I can't believe it's already here. I honestly haven't been back to Iowa City a ton since I left a year ago now. So only been back a couple times, once for a football game and once for jersey retirement. So it'll be fun to get back there, see some of my former teammates, my friends that are there. A lot of my family will be coming, so I know they're excited. I warned everybody, I'm like, there's not air conditioning in Carver Hawkeye, so usually don't play basketball games in May, so hopefully it stays a little cool in there. I don't know what the humidity is looking like, but we'll see how it goes. Might be a little toasty. Yeah, people at graduation when it's in Carver get a little hot, so but it's fine. It'll be fun.
Caitlin, Stephanie has talked about her 25 plus years being on women's basketball, how she feels like this roster is the best she's been around. How are you embracing this moment with such a big opportunity in front of yourself and young ladies?
Yeah, that's all you can do is embrace it, right? Like, how lucky are we to have such a good roster and so many people that wanted to be a part of something, bigger than themselves. They saw something in this team and this organization, and you have to give Kelly and Amber a lot of credit on, selling them on this, and also them for being selfless and wanting to come here and be a part of this. So I'm just really excited. I'm lucky to be here and to have been drafted here last year, and for this franchise to put so many great resources in front of us, whether it's, obviously building a new practice facility or, just how much they invest into us and all the resources that they provide us. So really just fortunate and excited for our roster. Obviously, you don't have a lot of time to put it together. We play a back-to-back this weekend, and I've really only had, at that point, 5 practices. So it'll be a lot of learning on the fly, but the best thing you can do is just go out there and play with your teammates. It's the best way to learn. So we're excited.
How much easier is it to do that knowing that there's so much championship talent on the roster and then the younger core of you guys, are used to this, the expectations of this franchise?
Yeah, I think having that balance is going to be really good for us. There's so many different weapons on this team. There's a lot of really great leadership. There's people that have won championships. Then we have our young core, our young players. A lot of people that are really, really hungry to win. And I think that's kind of what we were lacking last year. We got to the playoffs, and not only have we not won championships, we barely had playoff experience. So that was a glaring thing that we had to fix. And like I said, Kelly and Amber did a really good job of that. And those vets that have won and been on really great teams wanting to come here, we're really thankful for that. And just through these first few days of practice, everybody's been really great, and it's been so much fun. And you can tell everybody's just been very selfless and excited to be here and excited to put things together to make us a really successful team.
Have you guys been explicit so far about wanting to win a championship this year?
Yeah, absolutely.
What does success then look like?
A championship. Mm-hmm. Sorry, I just had a donut.
Chelsea,
You're good.
I had years ago reported from China. I wonder if you could tell me a little bit what your experience was there. How were you treated? What did you think of the environment? And what did you gain besides everything else?
China was an experience. Culturally, I was able to learn a lot. The food was very interesting. I was able to try a lot of different things I didn't know. But overall, I think the basketball, which is the reason I was there, was very impactful. Very rough and rugged basketball. Kind of got to get out the mud there, so it's kind of like
the same food as people think here.
No, not at all.
Plus, I know you have a huge appreciation for this game.
Yeah.
It's portraying right now your career. How much are you looking forward to this opportunity for these things here, trying to win a championship?
Oh man, that's a great question. I'm very excited. Anybody that know me, like I kind of just look at the basketball part for what it is. And I look at year 8 and where it started. And oh no, I never thought I'd be here. I'll be honest about that. But I'm grateful for the experience, and I think like having this group and having us in the city of Indianapolis, I think like the best of both worlds is happening right now. So I'm a bask in it and just kind of enjoy the moment.
This is by far the highest expectation the team has.
Yeah.
How do you manage that yourself, right? And like going into the year.
I really never thought about it like that. I'm sorry, but I think for me, I've always been in tune to the basketball part, and so for me, it's easy. Anything that you said, I label our team as, whether it was good or bad, I always dealt with it. I kind of seen it all, but to know that there's a little bit more pressure to kind of like win, quote unquote, I think that'll take care of itself. So I'm not too worried about it.
You like that idea of having the pressure on you guys?
Kind of. It's kind of just like you fight or flight at that point. You can't turn away. And I think that individually I prepared, but also trust my team. I think individually they prepared, and I think collectively we prepared to be in this moment. So we're gonna do that. We'll do our best at it.
How do you pair the experience you've had with this franchise in the years that you've been here with, the championship experience, the younger people, and just kind of this whole merge to, put out that encore product?
I think it was always a part of the process. I think that there wouldn't be Indianapolis without what happened in the past years. Obviously, I think Tamika Catch has done a great job of paving the way, along with like your Stephanie Whites and Larkin and all those guys. So for us to be here and me go through the trenches, kind of so to speak, but everything that Indy's been through and to see it now, full. I'm grateful I was a part of the process.
Don't move, bro. Man, don't move, bro.
All right, so therefore, right then and there you had Kelsey Mitchell talking about certain things that her being there 8 years and just staying committed and being there, and not expecting. And the thing about it is, she said she hasn't even expected to be there or even being played in the league this long. And that just goes to show you where her mindset was. She stayed locked in and she stayed committed. Now, I granted, she's probably one of the most she was the most sought after person that became a free agent because the people thought she was not going to return back to the Fever. But I give credit where credit due. The Fever did well drafting Kelsey Mitchell. And you heard Caitlin Clark saying that they want to win a championship for DeWanner. I think winning a championship will cement Kelsey career for being there 8 years. You want to grow out, you want to go out on top. You want to go out and be appreciated to where it's supposed to be. So I think that for Kelsey, DeWanna, Natasha, I think capping off the season with a championship would be just the cherry on top, because I think it just goes to show all the hard work and dedication that they did, especially for Kelsey. I definitely want to see her win a chip before she retires, before she leaves to be from being a Fever, because I don't think she's gonna go anywhere else. I think she will be a Fever for life until she decides to say, hey, it's over with. But I would love to see her win it. I would love to see this team set out and make everything. Leah Boston's third year, Caitlin's second year, Lexi's year, all of them who contribute to this team actually wins a title. So with that being said, like, comment, subscribe, Livewire Sports Media, your Wednesday midday magic. You know what it is.
Hey, so amazing. You see how they playing? Live wire, it's all about sports and entertainment. You don't want to miss it, so official like you never seen. Keep it going till the whistle blowing from the referee. Everything from highlights and stats. You know that we gotta run it back, whether on the field or the court. You know that this is where it's at. Subscribe, no delaying. This is Live Wire, sports and entertainment. Let's go.